Hi everyone, Tridivya from TGT and welcome to another video. iOS iPadOS 15.2 has been out for more than a week now, and in this video I'm sharing my experience about the OS using an iPhone 12 mini, an iPhone XR, an iPhone 6s. Also, I have this iPad Air 4th generation running iPadOS 15.2. First of all, let's talk about the build number. The build of this update is 19C56. But if you are an iPhone 13 user, then the build number for you will be 19C57. This is the same iOS 15.2 update but with two different builds. So just different build numbers according to the device you have, but the same OS with same features. So don't get confused. Now here is a quick recap about all the major new features that came with iOS 15.2. This update came with an updated modem firmware as well for almost all the iPhones. So network and connectivity is much better after the update, at least for me. iOS 15.1 and iOS 15.1.1 was very poor in case of connectivity. Call drops, network switching issues, 5G signal issue and no Wi-Fi issue were some common problems with the previous version. This update is much better in that scenario. Connectivity has improved substantially after this update. The other new features include new layout for notification panel and notification grouping, new search option within the playlist of Apple Music, new voice plan for Apple Music, new app privacy report within privacy menu, limit IP address tracking within mobile data or cellular, new hide my email option for the iCloud Plus subscribers, new legacy contact option within password and security, which will help to access your data by your trusted contacts after your death, call with hold or call with 3 presses for emergency SOS option, communication safety in messages for your child safety, macro control for iPhone 13 Pro series devices with macro lock option, new store option within the Apple TV app at the bottom, and some updates for the Apple CarPlay as well. Apart from that, there are quite a few interesting things that I should mention. Apple has removed all references related to CSAM on their website. So if you were concerned about Apple implementing CSAM to scan your photos while being uploaded to your iCloud, that is not going to happen anytime soon, or maybe never. So you should not be worried about that anymore. Another feature is security lockout reset. If you punch wrong passcode for a few occasions and your phone locks out, Apple is now providing you an option to reset the device after a few minutes within the iPhone itself as long as you are connected to internet. Previously, it was only possible via a computer. Now, according to many of you, iOS 15.2 has some issues as well. One of those is the storage bug. What happens here, if you go to the iPhone storage, in some cases it shows wrong amount of storage space used, or it doesn't load properly or takes a lot of time to load. Even though I have not experienced it in any of these devices, but in some cases it is still an issue. Performance wise, iOS 15.2 is running better for this iPhone 12 mini than iOS 15.1.1. This is my main device and I am able to use it without any issue after this update. The battery life is also better after this update, and I use dual SIM standby in this device. With iOS 15.2, iPhone 12 mini provides around 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time, which is okay for a device this small. And as some of you has asked me before, no, there is no overheating issue in this iPhone after updating to iOS 15.2. The excessive battery drainage issue while using Apple Music is solved for most of the devices. AirDrop now works seamlessly across all the Apple devices as well. If you are interested, here is the Geekbench 5 scores for this iPhone 12 mini. It's 1594 for the single core and 3977 for the multi-core, which is quite good. I have also updated my iPhone 6s in this version. Speaking the truth, iPhone 6s is reaching the end of its life cycle and it shows with iOS 15. This update doesn't change anything for this device. It is running as smooth as it was with iOS 15.1. The overall scrolling, the app opening and closing is up to the mark as it should be. But as mentioned previously, you should understand this is one of the oldest devices to run iOS 15. So don't try to compare the performance or battery life with newer devices. Also, not all the features of iOS 15 are available with iPhone 6s either. You must know that already, and I have a separate video for that as well. But this iPhone 10R still performs very smoothly after this update. That means with iOS 15.2. This is still a pretty handy device in 2022, and I believe you can still use this as your daily driver if you are a medium to heavy user. After all these years, the battery health is 87% and it still provides around 5.5 to 6 hours of screen on time with iOS 15.2. You get almost all the features of iOS 15 and all the apps still runs nice and smooth. Also, I am running iPadOS 15.2 on this iPad Air 4th generation. All the updates and patches that I mentioned previously are applicable for this device also. This iPad runs smooth enough after this update. Multitasking and widgets also perform fine. The battery life I get out of this device is absolutely fantastic, and this update should keep that going. I use this mainly for media consumption and it's a great device for that. So far, iOS 15.2 is a good enough update overall. But as you know, no OS can be perfect. So if you are facing any bug after the update, do let me know in the comment section below. By the way, Apple has already released iOS 15.3 Developer Beta 1, so the refinement process goes on as usual. If you have liked the video, do hit the like button and please don't forget to subscribe to TGT. I'll see you in my next one. Peace.